I am. 2 years ago, I participated with our own Stan Lundeen, who, when the state first dictated from afar that Westfield should be closed due to a decision made by the Burger Commission, we banded together, as Chautauqua County has a history of doing and doing successfully, fought back against that, and were able to design a better means to get what New York State wanted, and that was fewer inpatient hospital beds. So I was able to do that. When I then learned of this new move by Dr. Daines, who is the director of the Department of Health for New York State, and under the direct supervision, his boss is the governor, that they're once again trying to close Westfield Memorial Hospital by eliminating the capacity for the hospital to have the 4 remaining inpatient beds that they have. If they don't have the beds, they don't have an emergency room. If they don't have an emergency room, the financial engine that allows that hospital to run ceases. We don't have essential services, and we lose something very valuable. So what did I do? I contacted Dr. Daines directly by a formal letter. I thanked him for his help with our swine flu crisis, where I got a chance to deal with him directly. I called in person, but it was a webcast, so I was able to look at him and ask the question, and he received it live, and he and Governor Patterson answered it in a way that was very helpful to Chautauqua County. So I started that letter by saying thank you, and then I said that we have a serious issue with regard to Westfield that I would like to address with him directly. I offered to drive to Albany or any other place of his choice. I offered my number, my cell phone number, and unfortunately, no response was made. And then the activity to close enhanced itself. So, and I got a call from those, the director from St. Vincent's, who's running Westfield Hospital, and others, and community members concerned about it. And sometimes you have to turn up the pressure. So what I did was I asked those interested people, Sheriff Gerasi, the COO of Westfield Hospital, to join me. We held a press conference, identified for, and we collectively, all 3 of us, identified for the press our significant concerns about that. And wouldn't you know, before noon the next day, I had a call from Governor Patterson's office saying, hey, what's going on out there? What is it that we can do? What's the next steps we can have to address these concerns that you have? Since that time, other calls have been made to the people who have been involved in this. I tried it privately. I tried to address it in a thank you letter with a request. When that was not responded to, I took the next step, and it clearly identified what I believe is the sentiment of most people in Chautauqua County. We don't want to see that closed. During the flood, only Westfield Hospital and Brooks Hospital had fully functioning hospitals for all of Chautauqua County. WCA was open, but didn't have a CAT scan. In an emergency, many times a CAT scan is necessary. I use that as one of the reasons why we need to continue, as well as the 100 high-paying jobs, the key to our economic development, everything Westfield is. We'll continue to press that, to do everything we can to keep that open.
Thank you, Mr. President.